Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sabrina Gaisani Hasibuan, and today my group will present a brief explanation about the foundation of effective communication, which consists of three parts. The first, we will discuss and attach video from one of our sources. Then the next part will be explained by Amalia and followed by Desri. Okay, the first, it will be my part. Definition of communication and effective communication by Velasquez defines communication as the transmission of information that is not only received but also understood by the audience. He emphasized that effective communication involves delivering a clear and simple message, ensuring that the information is understood and well received by the listener. Communication as an art. He describes communication as an art that requires flexibility and the ability to adapt the different situations and audiences. That he shares his experience in thousands of conversations, showing that every interaction is unique and requires a different approach. And then barriers to effective communication. That Velasquez identifies common barriers to effective communication, such as talking too long, providing irrelevant information, and unnecessary emotional burden. Then he stresses that to achieve effective communication, it's important to remove these obstacles and focus on delivering clear and direct message. Thank you.
My name is Amalia Putrachani. So now we're gonna talk about the 7 key elements of communication. The first and the most important element is the speaker, the person who delivering the message. It could be a teacher, a presenter, or even you when telling a story. A good speaker knows how to express the ideas clearly and engage the audience. Next, we have the listener, the person who receiving the message. Communication is not just about talking, it is also about listening. A good listener can understand reaction and give feedback to the speaker. Next, the message. Message is what is being communicated. It could be an idea, a story, or an important information. If the message is unclear, the whole communication can be breakdown. Next, we have the channel. The channel is the way the message is delivered. It can be spoken word, written text, phone call, or even social media posts. Choosing the right channel is important for effective communication. Okay, we're gonna move on. Sometimes settings get in a way of communication. This is called interference. It can be a noise or even misunderstanding. A good speaker finds way to reduce interference so the message it can be understood. Next, communication is a two-way process, and that's where the feedbacks come in. It is the listener response, like asking questions, nodding, or even look confused. Feedback can help the speaker know if the message is clear. Last but not least, situations. The situations refers to the time and place of communications. Speaking in a classroom is different from chatting with a friend. Understanding the situations can help the speaker adjust their tone and message accordingly. So, to communicate effectively, you have to remember these 7 key elements: speaker, listener, message, channel, feedback, interference, and situations. Mastering them will help you to express yourself better in any situation.
Hello, my name is Desri and today I want to share a material about trade anxiety management. Public speaking can be scary for many people. Some people feel nervous, their hands shake, or their heart beats fast. This is a natural feeling of worry in stressful situation. There are two types of trade anxiety. The first is a general anxiety. General anxiety is a feeling nervous in common situations such as being stuck in traffic, standing in a crowd, or speaking in front of people. This is a general fear of potential danger. And the second is performance anxiety. Performance anxiety is a fear of doing something in front of others, such as giving speech or taking a test. This is happen because we are worried about making mistakes or being judged by people. Public speaking often causes performance anxiety because we feel pressure to perform in front of people, and we are afraid of making mistakes or forgetting our speech. And here are some ways to manage trade anxiety in public. The first is relax your body, and the second is focus on communication, not a performance. Because think about we share about idea, not a test. And then prepare well, like write a note and write an outline of your speech, practice in front of mirror and in front of your friends. And last is think positively. Replace negative talk with a positive one. Accept that feeling nervous is normal and focus on doing your best. And conclusion is feeling nervous in public speaking is normal, but you can overcome it. And relaxation, preparation, and positive thinking can help reduce anxiety. And the last is focus on getting your message across rather than worrying about how you look or sound. That's all for me. Thank you.